this is Sarah.
And this is Johannes.
And you're watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
And today we are taking a look at Vantage. This is a new game from Stormar Games. They got sent to us, so thank you so much for that. Vantage is a game that is very unique in many ways, in that it's a game where you explore a planet from a point of view, viewpoint. And you can play it up to 6 players, where everyone's looking at their own point of viewpoint and talking about the viewpoints and rolling dice to see what happens and trying not to die and kind of trying to do a mission if you want to. We're going to talk to you about the game, but first, is there something they can do?
Subscribe.
Yes. How much does it cost?
0 kroners, which is the currency of Norway.
How long does it take?
2 seconds?
If you have 2 seconds, you can subscribe. It helps us a lot. Click the bell to get notifications. Choose all.
2 seconds has passed.
Yes, it's true. They already done it. Thank you. We're on our way to 1 million subscribers. And now we're talking about Vantage. I'm going to do a very, very short overview today because the game is very simple. And this is going to be a no spoiler review. It's hard to describe this game or show you the rules of the game without even being able to show you any cards. But I'm going to show you this card, which is the character card. You will roll a die at the beginning to get a character, or you can choose. Basically, every game is started like this. It's not a spoiler because it's not a story game, and this is what happens every time you play it. You're on a spaceship orbiting a planet. The spaceship crashes, and everyone gets whoop from different places on the planet, and you land somewhere. So you set up by rolling some of these skill dice to get some skills in the beginning, which also tells you which character you get, which landing card you get, and where you will land. So there's like 100 and 120-ish different places you can land and start your game. So what you're doing in this game is that you're going to do one action on your turn, and that action is going to choose either an action on your character card. Over here I can do a master action, a buy, or an equip action, or one of the cards on one of the spoilery cards that we won't show. The different locations are going to have a little bit of text to show you what you see. You can look around on the card. When you play with multiplayer, I also did it when I played solo, you will place the card in this so you can look at it like this without somebody else looking at the card. And you will choose an action. When you choose the action, you will open one of very few books that are in this game. So let's say I choose the equip action. The other player, if you're not playing solo, will open that to the number that is on the card. They will tell you the cost and they will tell you what you're doing. So they won't tell you what the outcome is. Then you will roll dice. You can pay skills of the same type to roll less dice, and you will roll the dice, and depending on what you roll, some just give you nothing, so go back in the pool, and some you will have to place over on your card. So let's say I just now did an orange action, I will be able to place that there. So I have a lightning arrow, it's not called that, light bolt, that's what it's called, that everybody can use. And you can also help each other with paying skills. So that is what you're doing, and that's going to tell you what's happening. And then if you've done something on a card, you'll have to move to another card. You are going to get a mission in the beginning of the game that is going to be very abstract. Like, it's going to tell you a specific thing you want to do, but you have no way of trying to do that in the beginning. It's not like a game where, oh, this time we're trying to do this thing. I'm saying very non-specifically. And so now we're going to go here and there and there. I guess if you play it 1,000 times, you maybe know the whole planet in your head, but not if you play it like 10. So that is what you're doing. Let's talk about this very weird game.
Just to make sure we understood this correct. If it was a orange action, you could put this die that you rolled there, but it wasn't an orange action. It was actually green. So what happens then? It
would go up here. I would lose what is on that. So thank you for that, because everything you do in this game will succeed. It's just that it will succeed, and the same thing will happen.
Yeah.
It's just how much resources, it's time, health, and morale you lose. And if you go to 0, you will most likely lose the game.
Yep. I think that mechanism, just to take that first, is really nice.
Yes.
I think it's really cool that you get to do the action, the outcome either way. But the higher number of dice you have to roll, the more expensive it is in terms of resources that you might use. But you will get, hopefully, more cards around your character with similar spaces on them. So you have more ways to avoid the negative outcomes of the die rolls.
Or last time we played where I got 2.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any place to place, but still went pretty fine. So yeah, let's talk about this game. This game, I have to say, might be the closest thing to an activity-based game like this that I have ever played. There is a goal, but I'm gonna say there really is no goal to this game other than exploring this planet. I felt like this sentence on this middle board here tells me the design philosophy and what Jamie wanted us to experience with this game. Because you can win by doing a mission, you can win by doing a destiny, and you can also have an epic victory by completing both a mission and destiny. But it also says, in addition to this, you may define success through anything you pursue and achieve. And that sentence is like saying, did you feel like you won? You won. And that just tells me everything you need to know, about this game, basically. It couldn't be like, that's the review, but I feel like that tells you a lot about what you should go into this game thinking you will experience.
Yeah, I think that sentence is very helpful for what you will meet when you play this game, what you should expect, because this is a very unique game. I've never played anything like this. The closest thing that I've played to this has to be Seventh Continent.
Yes.
Because there also you're exploring a lot and you don't really know where to go or what to do, and it feels very like the exploration is the game.
Yeah.
And it feels like this in this game too, but it feels different because it's not that cutthroat. You're not dying every other card you flip over, and you also don't have like one thing that you're trying to achieve in that scenario. It could be multiple things. It could also be something that you just made up.
I think it's kind of weird to me because in the beginning of the game I'm just doing stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just moving around, seeing what happens, and if it's fun, we're gonna talk about that later. But it's like I'm walking around, things happening, and then maybe something comes up that has to do with my mission. And then my gaming brain is feeling, oh, we should do the mission now.
Yeah.
And then we win or not. And also, it comes to a point for me in this game where it's been long enough. And then also I'm going to be like, okay, can we try to do the mission now? Or can we try to do this thing now so we can actually win? Because I'm so hardwired of winning and losing is a thing. But this game also tells you can stop whenever you feel like you're done.
Yeah.
So it's very much, if you enjoy games with goals, if you enjoy games with an end point of you winning or losing, this might be frustrating to you. And it is sometimes frustrating to me when I am just doing things, and the things might be fun, but then I'm like, but why?
Yeah.
Why am I doing these things?
I tried the game that we just played. I tried to think about the goal. Like, I wasn't obsessed with it, but if there was something on a card that I was thinking, okay, this might be something connected to the thing we want to achieve, then I would choose that. It was never.
No.
So I was just like, I don't know how to reach the goal. We just do stuff. And then it might be less frustrating or something if it wasn't a goal. Maybe that would be better. But overall, you just have to like travel where the wind takes you in this game and define success, as it says on the board, by something that just makes you happy. And that's weird.
Because I kind of feel like sometimes, as you said, like it would have been better if you didn't have that mission, because then you could just explore. I feel like this, it might be, of course, another thing Jamie did this for, but I feel like the mission and the destinies are, especially the mission that you start with, because if you find something, the destinies is going to, like, if something happened, you will get this.
Yeah.
Then it makes more sense, because the mission is basically like, try to do this. Can I do it? I don't know. Will I ever be able to do it? I don't know. Sometimes we play this game, I get a mission, I was like, oh, but last time I got to do this.
Yeah.
And now, nowhere to do it. So the missions are kind of weird. And there are, I have to say, there are like some actions on the missions. So if you want to go hard for the missions, you can choose those, and those might help you get a direction.
Yes.
So you can do that if you want to go for the mission. But I'm unsure if this game is best if you try to like win.
Yeah.
We're gonna win the game.
The one time that we got to a way to do the mission, I was just like, but I don't want to end the game. I'm doing something other cool here that I want to finish. I don't want to do the mission yet, but you might end up then depleting this
Yeah.
and losing before you get to do the mission. But yeah,
And,
you have
and
to.
does it matter?
Yeah, I don't know. It
Because
really doesn't.
that is the weird thing about this game is that I don't think you're supposed to go into it trying to win. I think that you win if you have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a very weird thing for board gamers to be like, how do you win? You have fun.
Yes.
But what is the win condition?
You just have fun.
Did you have fun? Yes, you won.
But points. Where's the points?
There's no points. And there's no point in anything. I have to say that like the gameplay is very basic.
Yeah.
You will get some cards, and those are fun. What can happen, like a game we played, let's say I played a green character. I don't think I did. And I got a lot of green cards, which helped me with green actions. So my gaming brain was like, why would I do any other actions than the green actions?
Yeah.
Because the green actions will help me not lose the game because I can place them on the cards. If I do other actions, I don't have anywhere to place them, so I will probably lose a lot of resources. So I ended gamifying that. Yes.
But we'll thematify it.
Yes.
That's not a word. Because this guy is a scholar. It says so. So
It does.
it makes sense also thematically that if he arrives at a location and he will do scholarly things, he will not beat people up. That will be another guy that does that, for example.
That is true.
So it makes also a little thematic sense that he will choose what he feels is logical.
Yes.
But yeah, sometimes I do the other stuff.
Because it's kind of boring just doing the same thing.
Yes.
I don't think that is the point either. Like any other game in this kind of category, you will have to find cards in a system of cards. And I feel like the game has done that in a great way. It's very simple to find the cards. I enjoy... Yeah, but you're looking at cards like this. And I enjoy that you have like this little divider that you put where your character is.
Yes.
So when you move away from that place, you can just take the card, put it there, and then put that card where you know are, because you're only going to be one place at a time. So it's and you're not allowed to look at the cards that you have been at.
And
so
you will be there shortly.
Yes. So, but also, especially when you play with more players, I don't feel like that's what I'm doing. I don't feel like I'm looking for cards, because I'm choosing my action, I'm opening the book, doing the action, maybe I get an item, and then I'm excited to find the item.
Yes.
And it's not hard to find them. It takes more time to put it away, because you might have like 15, 16 cards, but it is like 4 minutes and you're done. So it's not like it's very easy to set up and take down. I feel like many people like Seven Continent, there's also there's more card looking in that game than it is here. I actually played solo. I don't really play any games solo. This is the second review in a short time where I actually played solo. Because this is like a game a lot of people are gonna play solo.
Yeah,
so you
makes
can talk
sense.
about the solo experience. I can already talk about the 6-player experience, that's not gonna happen. That's for a very specific group of people.
Yep.
Who just enjoy exploring together.
And also wait for the other guys to explore something.
Yeah, I think like if you play it with more players than like 2, maybe 3, you need to be a group who enjoys the listening to the other players, telling them what they're doing, what they're seeing, and enjoying that experience through them.
Yeah.
And that more than we do. I felt like the solo experience is really good. I feel like it works very well. There's a couple of things I like more with 2.
Yeah.
I like more the challenge dice pool.
Yes.
Because I can be like, oh, now there's only 3 dice there. Maybe you will try to do an action and hopefully you get to do more than 3. So I get to reset it and then I can use my spaces again. That's more interesting then. And also you have like a little bit more of the places I can place and use the skill tokens. But I also enjoy, especially when I played with my cousin, we had a lot of fun of just listening to what the other player were doing.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed listening to that. And that's not something I'm going to do a lot. I'm going to come back to that. But when I was in that, I enjoyed hearing, and he did a cool thing, and that was cool. Even though I didn't experience it, I got to enjoy the experience. And that I feel like, because I'm looking at the card. You're not looking at the card, but you can tell me what you see.
Yeah.
And I think like if you play this a lot, you can also be more helpful.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I would be like, oh, but I've been there.
Yeah.
Because the planet is going to be the same each time. So even though nothing is saved, it's not a campaign game, so nothing is saved from game to game, it will be like, oh, I remember I was there, and now we have this quest. I remember somebody saying about If you go west of there might be something helping with that quest.
Yeah.
So that is going to be more fun, I think, with more people. But I think 1, 2, maybe 3. I don't think for me, I think 1 and 2 is like what I would play this with. But I can see it being enjoyable up to 3 or 4. I can't personally understand people wanting to play with more. But that's just me.
Yeah. This game feels kind of like like a video game where you're just exploring. We played a little bit of the Blueprints game.
Yes.
And it doesn't feel like that, but it kind of is in the same vein. You're going to go through that game a lot and not achieve very much. Just like explore the house in that game, and also in this game, the planet. And I feel like it has some similarities. I could see this being a video game. And I would say then that for this being a board game, I feel like it's well made because it's so simple and it feels so accessible. In a lot of games, I think, okay, I would rather play this as a video game because of all the setup, and we take so many cards back and forth, and it has these like clunky things that really hinders me from enjoying that game. In this game, I feel like this like skill check thingy, that this mechanism is very easy to get into, feels very like clever, and also all the things is it's very simple. Simple not being like a negative thing in this game.
I have to say one thing, and that is the gameplay. No, the game length. And I have to say one thing, that is the gameplay. The game length, the game box says 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah.
And I played one game about 3 hours. The others have been around 2. And even like, I think I lost in 40 minutes the first time I played solo. So I think that's correct. And I feel for me, 2 hours is my like, there is my limit.
Yeah.
When I reach that 2 hour limit, I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't need to do this anymore. I could do it again. I don't need to do this now. I don't need to do it with this. I would then have more fun doing it another time. So we're going to talk about who we think it's for, and we're going to talk about if we enjoyed it, if it was any fun for us.
Yeah.
So who do you think it's for? I'm going to say first.
Yeah.
I think 99% people that have looked into this game, you don't need anyone telling you if it's going to be for you.
Yeah.
Because this is very much, you will look at it and be like, I'm going to love that, or you're going to be like, this sounds horrible.
Yes.
Probably some people are going to land in the middle, but I feel like a lot of people are going to know that.
Yeah, but bottom line, this is an exploration game. You need to enjoy the concept of exploration and kind of free yourself of the thought of winning, losing, and points. So that's the thing that you have to ask yourself, am I that kind of person?
Yeah, and it's also not a very narrative game. I feel like the narrative, you make it more yourself.
Yeah.
It's more like, okay, but what is this? What is going on? Because it's a living world. There's so much weird stuff going on. Like, so much. And so much not weird stuff going on. Like, there's a lot of things going on.
A lot of
this
mundane
planet.
stuff as well.
And I think that it's very interesting that you kind of can make your own story, but it's way more that the snippets are very short, like the things you're reading. This is the longest thing on a card I've seen, and that's just like to do the rules. Everything is here is very short. The longest might be like this big of a paragraph, and there is not a lot of reading, not a lot of things like that. So, did we like it? Was it fun for us? Let's find out, because now it's time for final thoughts.
This is a weird game.
Yes.
This is a game that I think it's like fun to explore sometimes, and sometimes it's just like this kind of is boring, and I don't know if I would enjoy it more if it kind of had merged this into kind of a seven continent thing, that it was something that was for sure achievable, that I was trying to reach.
Yeah.
Or that I make kind of a map in total, and then I can be like, oh, but I'm gonna check if I've been here before, and be like, okay, I can look at it this kind of thing now. I'm not sure if I would like that more, but as it is right now, it is a kind of very loose. Yes. Very that the journey is kind of your destination.
100%,
that's
yes.
The thing. Yes, you've heard that before, and
it's the journey that
matters.
Yes.
No. Yes.
Give a man a fishing rod and he will fish.
So I think this is fun. I've mentioned before, I think the mechanisms and how you build up your kind of grid of cards is fun if you get to do that.
Yes.
You're not sure. But ultimately, this is not a game for me.
No.
I like points. I like winning and losing.
Yes.
I could play this. I would not be bothered, but I have so much other stuff that I want to do that kind of this will fall way back in line very fast.
You have to rate it.
I have to rate it.
You were like, I'm done now.
It just like feels so weird to rate it.
Why?
Because
It's a game like all other games.
It's so different. So when I rate stuff, I kind of feel like, oh, it's in this family with these other games that I've also rated X. I don't know how do I compare this to other games? I'm going to rate it a 6.5. I think it's above average, but it's not my style of game, I think.
Okay. Do I have fun while I play this? Mostly I do. Will I choose to go back and play it again? No. Because it's not for me. That's like that you said as well. That's kind of my bottom line. There's nothing wrong with the game.
No.
Because the design is doing exactly what Jamie set out to do. And I think he's done that. I love that he's trying to do something completely different. As you said, like the closest thing you come is the seventh continent, but it's very different from that as well because of all the different things we spoke about. I think it's a fun game. I'm very happy I got to experience it. But it's not one I'm going to be like, ooh, I have to go back and see more. It's a tiny bit of me that's like, I would love to learn more about this planet, but it's not enough. And for me, and this is not a game fault, if it was a campaign, I would play it more. Because I enjoy the world, I enjoy what I'm doing, I enjoy the mechanisms. But as the game stands now, it is not one that I personally will be coming back for more. I'm going to give it a 6.5 as well. And that's going to be the end. I think this is going to be great for very many people. I know it's going to be great for very many people. And I'm very happy. Like, I'm very happy that I played it. Because I don't know if we would have if it wasn't for the channel. So I'm very happy that we got the opportunity because I'm happy that I have experienced this very unique and different game. So it's not like a 6.5 telling you not to get it because as I said, who is it for? I think you'll know if it's for you or not. And that is the end of the video. We hope you enjoyed it and we hope you subscribe. And thank you so much. I'm Johannes.
I'm Cinema.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings and bye-bye.